Hugh Hefner in his distinctive dressing gown and silk pajamas. Credit Jae C hung for all Noel Coward's efforts in championing the lounge allure of a plush dressing gown. That mantle was firmly taken up in the latter half of the 20th century and beyond by Hugh Hefner, whose death at the age of 91 was announced yesterday. When he arrives at those pearly gates or fiery depths, depending on your morality codes, you can be sure he'll be doing so in the silk and velvet crimson robes, trimmed in black, that he made his daily uniform. Whatever you think of his Playboy empire, which today looks positively quaint next to what the internet offers, there's a lot to be said for a publishing magnate and CEO who spent his days in silk and evening wear. The Silicon Valley tribe might think they buck the corporate wardrobe in their trainers and polo shirts. Think again. Paisley silk dressing gown, 2,250 pounds, Newlingwood. While most men relegate their nightwear attire to a pair of boxers and perhaps a shirt, investing in proper, sumptuous, ceremonial nightwear is one of a man's great sartorial pleasures. It's particularly pertinent as we head into autumn, a season of hunkering down and enjoying the pleasures of hearth and home. There's a reason that pajama specialists Derek Rose offer a silk jacquard dressing gown, trimmed in buttersoft velvet, for £1,000, and that St. James Institution Newlingwood's exuberant robes sell for 3 times that, crafted handed silks and peacock color palettes. And away from the 4-figure price points, there's a whole roster of PJs and beautiful cottons with elegant piping that will elevate your bedtime routine somewhat. Silk jacquard dressing gown, £1,000, Derek Rose. And it doesn't have to just be for the bedroom. Hef's lounge spirit has wound its way onto the catwalks in recent years, with shirts adopting pajama collars and piping for laid-back, raffish air. At Dolce & Gabbana's Alta Sartoria, a biannual spectacle whereby the Italian duo offer incredible couture for men, pajamas and silk robes have become a mainstay in wildly operate patterns and sumptuous chinoiserie prints, with 0.001% happily bedecked in them on the front row at a sum that's well into 5 figures. Of course, we're not suggesting you take to the streets in a dressing gown like an eccentric great uncle, although Winston Churchill looked brilliantly rakish when he greeted the U.S. Air Force in 1944 in a Turnbull azure velvet dressing gown and his siren suit, but it's worth relaxing the rules a touch. Similarly, dressing gown, £340, Mr. Porter. There's something ceremonial about really great nighttime attire that, like a well-structured suit, can't fail to alter your stance, from cashmere gowns with a shawl collar that mimics the cut of an evening jacket to a cropped silk smoking jacket that calls for a crackling fire and a warming brandy. So even if you don't quite live or approve of the Playboy Mansion lifestyle, it's worth adopting the tropes of Hefner's wardrobe. Whether you choose to retire with a hot cocoa or indulgence in activities more in keeping with his legacy is entirely up to you. Decadent dressing gowns for Hugh Hefner wannabes.